You've probably heard about mass layoffs in American tech company. According to the website Layoffs FYI, as of today, and we are recording this interview on March 21st, 2023, more than 300,000 employees have been laid off. And goddamn, yesterday, Amazon laid off another 9,000 employees after they laid off 18,000 in January. So overall, Amazon fired 27,000 people. Most of them were recruiters. And today we will learn firsthand how American giants lay off their employees. And if you've been laid off recently, please share your story in the comments. Let's support each other. My name is Anna Naumova, and you're tuning into the Prodcast channel where we talk about career in tech and immigration to the US. As a former product manager at Apple, I'm excited to share my knowledge and insights with you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment if you find it useful, and if you're interested in supporting the channel financially or becoming a sponsor, all links are in the video description. So today I'm talking to Victoria Smejkal, a former recruiter at Amazon, as my guest. She was laid off in December last year. Hi, Victoria. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So, tell me about yourself, please.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me. It's my third time already,
Oh
twice.
yeah.
We were doing the
Yeah,
pod-
it's our third time having this conversation. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
so I'm kind of excited and a little bit nervous because today we're recording in English and should be like natural coming when you live like in America, but who knows?
Yeah. I really forgot to mention that yeah, we recorded the similar interview in Russian language, and we posted in social media and started receiving comments that please do that in English. So yeah, thank you so much for requesting that. Thank you so much for asking us to record this again. So I think yeah, the more people know that, the better. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a little bit about myself. I mean, I've been in the US for 11 years, and for the last 3.5 years, I've been working at Amazon. And as you mentioned earlier, I got laid off. I was part of the first round of laid off at Amazon, and we will talk about it like later in details, it how it happened, like what is going on right now. And yeah, since December I'm still jobless. It's funny to say, it's like every day I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, another day I'm still like jobless. I don't have a job. It's kind of like frustrated, but at the same time I'm getting like more frustrated when I read like news, like for example Meta and Microsoft did second
Yeah.
laid off last week, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like more people got laid off, like what I'm gonna do, like where we're all gonna go work. And you know
I agree. I agree. And this news like this week were really horrible. And I'm really so sorry for people who are still losing their job, and especially people on visas, work visas, H-1B. So what do you think about the recent news of like yesterday's news about Amazon? How do you feel about it?
well, I was kind of like expecting after I heard about Meta and Microsoft that they did the laid off, and I'm like, me and my former coworker, like we talk, and she's like, I'm sure like Amazon is gonna do another laid off, like, because if Meta did it, like it's obviously Amazon is coming. And also what Amazon is implementing now, they want everybody go back to the office. And what I've heard is that if you live far away from the office, you have to relocate. Amazon either pay you for relocation, and if you cannot relocate, you basically have to quit or like take the
Yeah.
severance package and leave,
Yeah.
so my thought was like, okay, it's kind of like another round. They were trying to get rid of people, but I did not expect that 9,000, another like 9,000,
Sounds, yeah. It's
you know
almost 30,000. Yeah, that's like,
But also like in reality, we don't know how many people got laid off, like, and
yeah, it's official. Yeah, official data. That's
yeah,
true.
and also like, so we were like part of so how it happened, or like how did it start? It like back in November, we received the email from
Mhm.
Amazon, like leadership team, and they goes like, hey, we're looking for volunteers who's like, take the severance package and leave. We will pay you like this like money, like, and we don't know what is going to be next, because they kind of like mentioned that layoff is coming, and they cannot like, predict like who's going to be laid off, who's going to stay. So they were kind of like looking for volunteers, right? And I'm like,
That was in November, right?
yeah, it was like back
November.
in November. They send the email and they say
Mhm.
like, hey, we have a
And
deadline.
you mentioned that in October, that was kind of first signs of that situation. Maybe we will start with that part,
Yeah,
like October, and when your contractors were
yeah,
laid off.
we were talking, like I messaged you and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Because like, I think Meta by that time started doing laid off or something, like they did laid off.
Yeah,
Well,
they started earlier. Yeah.
yeah, first it started like hiring freeze, right? Like we were like on a hiring freeze, I would say like before Thanksgiving week, like the end of the November, right? And then
Mhm.
we were like on completely hiring freeze, cancel all the interviews, and we didn't know like what to expect. Like there is no clear or like proper communication from management team, like everybody keeps saying like, yeah, just do your job, like search for the, like candidates, like, put them
Mhm.
in a pipeline, like kind of like, we don't know when we're gonna resume our process, maybe like in Q1, maybe in Q2. So it's kind of like, all kind
That
of,
was that was the first sign for you, right? That something was
yeah,
going
it
wrong.
was
Or
it was already first sign, and then like Meta started doing laid off, and I'm like, well, if Meta
uh-huh.
did laid off, like Amazon is gonna do laid off for sure. And then all other companies start to, like small companies started doing laid off, like, it's been like frustrated. I know. Hold on. My stupid dog.
Ah,
Hey. Yeah. Okay.
okay.
He's gonna lay down. I told him не даст, sorry. Lay down, I said it. No.
Okay. So,
Поэтому я
mm,
не люблю сидеть, ну, в смысле, на диване.
потому
Come
что
on! That's it. Okay. Вот так. So, okay, and like, yeah, back in those days, like, I'm like, something is coming, like, something big is coming, and like our leadership team, like, didn't have, like, any clear expectation from us, or like next step, like what are we gonna do. So I'm like,
mhm,
okay, something is coming. And then right after, like, I guess like right after the Thanksgiving, we
yeah.
received that email, like volunteer release program, like they were looking for volunteers, like who's gonna sign up for the the severance package and leave. And I
How did they explain you that? So
nothing.
did they tell something like why I should sign this
No,
voluntary
well, they sent
release?
the email. It was the email like saying, like there is a hard, difficult time. I don't know exactly like verbiage of
Oh,
that email, but it just like basically say like there is a difficult time right now, like in a tech field, and we don't know what is gonna come next. However, we're looking for a volunteer who is gonna resign, like, and take the severance package. And they explain like, if you gonna leave, like if you take this severance like release program, like sign up for that, you will get 3 months of your base pay.
3 months.
Yeah, 3 months of base pay. Then you will get for every 6 months 1 week pay.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends from your tenure, you can get some money too, and then you will get insurance money, like they will pay you for the insurance up to like 12 weeks, I think. And they also like forgive you the sign-up bonus. So let's say if you started
Mm-hmm.
like 2022, right? Like technically, based on the agreement, if you leave Amazon before 1 year of anniversary, you have to pay back your sign-up bonus.
Yeah.
But in this case, they said that we will forgive you like any sign-up bonus, we will forgive you any relocation packages, so on and so on. So if you take this volunteer release program, and then they gave a deadline, and there is no like clear expectation what to expect next, like how it's gonna work, like when I'm gonna get my money, like, you know, if I'm gonna take it, like, you know, am I gonna be eligible to rehire, like, you know, if I decided to go back to Amazon, like
Mm-hmm.
whatever, when they're gonna start hiring
So
process.
no clear information, nothing. Yeah. So
Yeah,
who sent it to you? Who exactly?
I don't know, like it just, I mean, it was like, you know, BCC, everybody was BCC.
Ah, okay. So it's not from your manager, so not from no one who you can speak with. Yeah.
So I think it was sent to PXT, AWS devices. What other? Maybe Alexa, like I don't know, like the some global like or major works. It was sent.
Mhm.
I know like the big chunk was sent to AWS. It was sent to everybody who falls under HR. So because I was recruiter, I falls under HR,
Mm.
and everybody received from level 7 to level 4, like level 4 to level 7. So
Can you explain a bit what is level 4 and level 7?
yeah, so level 4 it's like when you start like the junior, let's say like level, you know, like beginner
Okay,
level,
okay.
like depends, like you could be a program manager, you can be a recruiter, you can be
Mm-hmm.
a manager, you know.
More junior position, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then level 7 it's a senior something, like could be
Okay.
yeah.
So they actually sent it to like everyone from junior to senior position and like specifically focused on HR department, right? So
Yes.
not to engineers, not to, I don't know, like,
No, well, I don't know about engineers, but I think it was sent most of like to HR people. So
mm-hmm,
my previous team, we all work in a PXT. It's one of the like division, you know, like they call like org PXT. So my previous team did not receive it, but we as a recruiter, we received it, that email, you know, like that they're looking for volunteers.
mm-hmm. I see. So,
Uh,
and you mentioned that your friends also, like your colleagues, like people you know, also received this email.
yeah,
Uh,
so my a couple of my friends from AWS and devices, they receive it as well. And we actually didn't talk about it. I mean, we just like everybody keeps saying like I'm not gonna leave, I'm not gonna leave. But
mm-hmm.
then we were given some, I think it was given like 2 weeks to make a decision, you know, and like we have to submit it. And also what is funny part was like in an email say that you have to submit your application and then they will review, and if you successfully approve it, like you can,
Really? You can't
yeah, this is
even being approved for laid off, like terminate your
like
contract? That's weird.
okay. Yeah, it's kind of look weird. And also what I found out later on that some of the people, so they already like in that email, they mentioned that your last day, if you accept that release program, your last day will be December 16th. And for some people, it will be December 23rd. So not everybody finished on December 16th. Some of the people finished like on December 23rd. I don't know how it's affected, like how the communication email went out. Like I have no idea, but this is what I
Huh.
know. Like, you know, for some people, the last day was like December 23rd.
So, and just remind me, have you received this at the beginning of December, right? After
No,
Thanksgiving holiday.
after this, yeah, like, before Thanksgiving, like something like, I think it was like a week before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. So even like months before your last day, potential
Yeah.
last day, right? Okay.
Yeah. And
That's a great Thanksgiving gift.
yeah, it was like really frustrating, like
Yeah.
frustrating time. I was like at my friend's house, and I'm like, I cannot do anything, just like it's been like
Yeah.
that, like, yeah, it was like really frustrating, like what to do next. And also, like, because we want a hiring freeze, you basically like log in and do anything, like you just,
Mhm.
what's the point for me to search source for the candidate, right? Like when I cannot like even reach out to them, I cannot talk to them, like, or like what should I tell them, like, hey, I found your resume, like maybe like in a couple months I'll reach out to you.
Yeah. Let's stay in touch. Yeah.
Yeah, like it just like doesn't make sense. Who's gonna wait, like maybe they will find like someone else job.
Yeah. So actually, after the hiring freeze started, you can do anything. There is no job for you, actual job. Yeah, you can pretend that you're working, doing something like, I don't know, reaching out somewhere, sending Thanksgiving card. Yeah, something like that. But so nothing meaningful, right?
Yeah, we're just like sitting and doing nothing, um
That's
yeah.
horrible. That's horrible feeling. Yeah.
It is. It just like, yeah, and like, we would get like weekly calls with our senior manager, and he just like, guys, I don't have any like, like updates for you. This is what you got. Like, if you have any questions, go see the FAQ page. Like,
Yeah.
not gonna like really give me the answer on my question that I was looking for, and he goes like, we've been told we cannot like force people to take the, like this volunteer release program. It just like, it's up to you, but we don't know what to expect like in January
Mhm.
is coming,
And I
like,
think he didn't even know. Yeah, by himself. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they do not know. It's probably will be like on a director, VP level, like, the people who knows what is going on, and level 7, like senior managers, and were not being involved into this kind of conversation. But again, who knows, like what they know, we don't know. Like, just
Right.
like everybody talking, but there is no like clear information on anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, you received this email. We started talking to each other like inside, like with your colleagues, like coworkers, and you didn't want to, nobody wanted to sign up this release package. But what happened next?
Yeah, so nobody, I mean, when I was talking to people, they're like, yeah, we just like, we don't want to take anything, like we're gonna stay like it's, I mean, Amazon had like hiring freeze before, like, and everything was fine. Like nobody was kind of like expectant, And then I think the big email came out saying like that they're planning to do like 18,000 people laid off. um I don't remember
Mm-hmm.
exactly like time frame, but with my story, like I didn't make a decision, or like I still like, I wasn't planning to like leave, until like probably first week of December. I'm like, I can't. It just like, it's been really like depressing, like it's like it it just like that feeling, like, when you log in every day and you don't know what to expect, because I was afraid like maybe they're gonna lay me off and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna get any money, or like they will kick me out, or like something's gonna happen, like, so I decided like literal first week of December to take the severance package and leave. So I submitted the application, you know,
Mm-hmm.
for approval. And I think December 5th at, oh gosh, was it like 9 or 10 p.m. Central Time, which is like,
Wow, so late. Yeah.
right? Who sent the email like exactly at that time? It was like they send me email and they're like, Victoria, congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm like, really?
So did you have hope, yeah, for like maybe it's like something changed
I
during
mean,
this time?
kind of, yeah, yes, but at the same time, I think I was burnout. I'm like, I don't know what to expect. Like again, you know, like it's been like really frustrated. It's been like mentally like sitting in my head,
Yeah.
you know, like, and I'm like, I need to like do something, you know, because I can't. Like I feel depressed. I feel miserable. Like, you know, like you basically like sitting and don't know like what to like how your future is gonna look like, you know, maybe it's like end of your career, maybe like, and also like I don't know, like am I get promoted like next year? I don't think so. We don't have any hires, like, you know, I cannot make my numbers, I cannot like do any work, I cannot move to another team because other teams like have a hiring freeze as well. So just basically like, why do I have to log in and like get paid for that? I mean, it's nice, you know, but at the same time it's not nice. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yes.
affecting myself, and this is the reason why probably like, you know, I made a decision, and I actually like wrote like pros and cons, you know, like kind of like a big
Uh-huh.
list, and like, you know, okay, what is gonna happen like if I leave now, what I'm gonna happen like, you know, if I wait until January, maybe like laid off happen, maybe not, like I don't know what to expect. So, and based on that, yeah, I kind of like made a decision to leave, you know.
What was the cons and pros for you at that time? Do you remember?
Well, pros was like, I mean, you know, get the
You have this
monthly
certain decision,
paycheck, yeah, you
yeah.
know, like monthly paycheck, you know, like then get the insurance, you know, like get some once in a while bonuses, which is like you pay lots of taxes on that.
Yeah. Oh, we'll talk about it later. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? I mean, insurance, yes, because like, you know, it's benefits. I pay like $50 maybe like for whole like whole health insurance, you know, like which is like really nice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And cons probably like not getting promoted, you know, like don't know what my future look like. Oh, and also cons was like I don't remember. It was like a long list, like but basically, yeah, like, you know, just kind of trying to balance out, you know, like of course, like I want to get my monthly paycheck, you know, and don't think about it like what is gonna be tomorrow. But also like I thought like if I'm gonna leave now, I might gonna get more money that if I'm gonna get laid off like next month, you know, like because I think the standard severance package was like 2 months
Mm-hmm. Two
base.
months?
Yeah, I think it's 2 months base pay. So it was like months shorter, and then they will pay you for insurance, but they will not oh, and also they pay you for that tenure that you've been working at Amazon, that, but it was like 1 month short, like basically, you know, I'm like
Mm-hmm.
kind of
So
like
Amazon's severance package is worse than Google, right? So I guess they pay like only
sounds
for
like,
two
yeah.
months. Google paid for 4 months, as far as I know. Yeah. So yeah, Meta don't remember how much. Like yeah, so probably like 3-4 months as well. So and did Amazon provide you any mental support or health support, yeah, for that? Because it's such a hard time for employees, like living with that.
Nobody
No.
can provide you any mental support. And I like if they even cannot like send a proper communication, or there is no like proper explanation, like Beth Coletti like send the email like, you know, oh, we're doing laid off. That's it. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like who's gonna get laid off? When it's gonna come? And like, you know, so I
Mm-hmm.
think because the information leak out, someone like, you know, leak out the information on the internet, they start to like wrap it up and doing the layoff in January, I think. Yeah, so Amazon does not provide like any mental support. They also like because my last day was December 16, my insurance last day was December 31st. Like after that I either have to take Cobra or like, shop around and get like different insurance. And also Beth Galetti like send the email like, saying that, oh, we're doing layoff, like we're gonna lay off 18,000 people. When it's gonna, nobody knows, like. And I think what I've been told is that like they were planning to do the layoff sometimes in March, but I think someone leak like the information, like on a web, and this is why they started doing like laid off early in January.
So tell me, were you happy after you received this email at 9 p.m.? Congratulations email.
To be honest with you, no, I kind of like start to crying, but
Oh,
then I'm like, why I'm crying? I mean, I signed up for that, I
that
had
was
kind of like disappointed. I'm like, why did they like approve my application, But then I'm like, okay, I made this decision, like, and my last day is December 16. It is what it is. I mean, I don't have a like,
choice. Yeah.
like to go back, like, um, and next day I connected with my manager and I told him like, hey, I just want to let you know that I took the RSVP, and he's like, I know, I received the email. And I'm like, I cannot believe that you did it. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, like I cannot stay there anymore. Like, it's been like I explained to him everything. He's like, I know, I do understand, but he's like, I feel like the people who should leave, they are staying, like, and the people who shouldn't be leaving, they are leaving, like he's like, this is not fair. Um, yeah, he was really shocked, but for the last 2 weeks it's been kind of, I mean, I already like in the meantime I told everybody that I'm leaving, and everybody was like literally shocked, they're like, no, we cannot believe, like, why did you do that? I'm like, I just don't know what to expect, like I don't know what it's gonna be like in January. And yeah, it was like quite like bitter moment for me, like for the last 2 weeks I was really sad.
Yeah.
My last day was December 16. I was like really, really upset, like depressed, I'm like, I don't want to work. They're like, go log out, like just don't work. Just like, we will remember you being as
Yeah.
a great teammate, like, and yeah, so
Oh. So did you go to the office at that time?
no,
Or did you?
all my team remote. Everybody sits like in like all over, like, in US, like California, New York, Seattle,
I
um,
see.
yeah, so everywhere. So I don't have like anybody like basically here,
In
so I didn't
Austin,
go to
yeah.
the office.
Yeah. So, do you know anyone else who signed up this package?
Yeah, so my last 2 days I've been kind of like trying to, like get in touch with people that I've been working with, and I told them like, hey, I'm taking the, like RSVP and I'm leaving. So, and two people said it that they took RSVP too. I'm like, what? I even didn't think about it. Like, they're like, well, we didn't think that you're gonna take it. I'm like, I know. So yeah, we kind of like share, like situation, like our thoughts, about that, and we exchange the phone numbers and LinkedIn profiles, like, like connected on LinkedIn just in case, like stay in touch, like keep each other updated, accountable, like if, because I mean the hard time is coming, like the hardest part will be like to find a job, like if so many people are getting laid off, like,
Yeah.
we're gonna find a job, like what are we gonna do, like nobody knows.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
What was your next steps after you signed this bonus? What's the like procedure after that?
yeah, my manager he wanted me like to, like kind of like share all my pipeline of the candidates that I've been working with that been like um on a on hold since the hiring freeze, like who's supposed to interview and they didn't have a chance to interview because of the hiring freeze. So I have to like, like pass the all information with my not with like to my team leads, on my team. I did that and pretty much that's it. I mean, to be honest with you, they're like, hey, are you still sourcing candidates? I'm like, no, why do I have to do it? Like, I have like 2 weeks left, 1 week left, like, why do I have to do it? I'm just basically like, being visible on a team and that's it. Like, for what I have
Okay.
like any job.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but nothing like much, like I didn't do anything. And I was trying to look, well, of course, I started working on my resume, like updating my
Mm-hmm.
email, LinkedIn profile, connecting like with other people, like see if anything is in the market available. And then I started applying for a job. But this is another topic that I've been going through, and I'm sure you're going through this
Oh yeah. Oh
quite
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
interesting
Yeah.
for me, but yeah, since then, like, I just like I was taking my time, and then at some point I'm like, I think in January, I'm like, I am exhausted, I'm mentally tired, and I feel like I need vacation. So
Mm-hmm.
I got my money severance package and I took a trip to Costa Rica.
Costa
you
Rica.
know,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a,
for 1 week. And I came back and I'm like, kind of like, okay, I'm ready. I recharge, like I got some energy. So
for the
let's
job search. Yeah. Next step. So
let's
let's
do it. Like,
yeah. Let's talk about your like taxes, the situation with the taxes. So when did you receive your like full payment, like all your money? Like tell me
yeah,
about that.
it's another interesting topic because like when they send the email, RSVP email saying like, if you take the severance package, you will receive your money 20 days after you sign up the agreement. And basically, it was like, again, like,
It's supposed to be January, right? It was
yeah,
supposed to
well,
be.
yeah, so technically, so how, like, nobody say anything exactly, like, nobody had like any information like when you're gonna get your money, when you're gonna receive that email that you have to sign up, like, or like termination letter. Like nobody knows anything. And we've been like trying to contact to ERC line. Some people was like, I've been talking like to other people, they're like, yeah, we don't know, we've been told like it will be sometimes in December, sometimes in January. But long story short, they say that you should receive your money or severance package 20 business days after you sign up, or like after you receive the termination letter. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
you start to like, counting days, it will be like sometimes in January. I'm like, okay, sometimes in January, it's fine, like it will be next year, like for the taxes, like I shouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
worried about it. However, for some reason, Amazon decided to pay me like last day of December.
December, yeah.
I
Oh,
get severance package like in December 31st, which is like really annoying. And I'm like, why do you have to do it? Because they basically put all the money in my 2022 year.
mm-hmm.
And like I ended up like paying like now taxes, like basically like I made like one and a half of my income, like that I was making.
Yeah.
And of course, like, it's a big deal like in America to pay taxes and everything. Taxes breaks. It's like now I have to pay so much taxes, like I'm like, why?
Because you
But
earn a lot of money, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and probably during the year you paid less based on your like your basic salary, and then
yeah,
at the end of the year you receive like several months more. Yeah, and it means that you need to probably pay taxes, like to pay back, yeah?
Yeah, well, but also like, so when they give me severance package, they already deduct like, I think like 30 or 40% of the,
Mm-hmm.
good chunk like money, like they deduct for taxes. And then like I had to pay at the end of the year more taxes, which is like,
Oh gosh.
makes sense, like, and basically like with that severance package, I was left like with nothing, like just paying taxes and that's it. I'm like, I
Did
don't
you
even
try to fight for that? Like negotiate it? I don't know, something like try to figure it out.
with whom, like, I mean, there is no point of contact. They're not gonna do anything about it, like, when I talk to other people who left with me, like by that time, they said that they got money in January.
January.
Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. In what I know, I'm the like, as far like what I know, the people, I'm the only one who got money in December.
Oh, that's even more upsetting because you're just like the only unlucky person in this situation. Like, and you
I
needed to
know.
pay
So
like more money for your taxes.
I know. I was like, oh, maybe like, I'll save some money. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mm,
Paying more money, like, so it's another like down part.
and you didn't even know why that happened with you,
No,
right? So it's no clue, no explanation, nothing. Oh,
no,
so yeah,
nothing. Just like again,
that's a
and
fact. Yeah.
yeah. So another day in Amazon, like greatest communication from the leadership team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is it like five principles of Amazon?
No, it's like 12 or 14 leadership
Oh,
principles.
40. Okay. Yeah. I haven't prepared for the interview with Amazon. So yeah, but like clear, great communication. We'll know. We'll know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Okay. So okay, let's move back to 2023. You took a rest in Costa Rica and you decided to start looking for a job. Tell me about this journey. It's already like end of March. How's your job search going? Zero. Okay. 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 Zero.
I have to go make money on a site, like, and it's not a secret. I feel like everybody, like, I mean, if you have like someone in your household who can support you, like that's fine. You can stay home, like do your stuff. But I eventually, like, don't want to run out of my money. And plus, like, I'm down like basically like less money because of the taxes, I have to pay. So I have to go and work like, somewhere on the side to make some, at least like some money, like, but it's been really quite interesting journey. So like every time when I look like, let's say I look like some application, not application, the job posting like on LinkedIn, and the job has been posted like 1 hour and it's already like 200 applicants apply for that. I'm like, how does it even possible? Another thing is that like when I talk to recruiters, to some of the recruiters, they offer me like unbelievable like pay. I'm like, where do you guys get these numbers? Like I've been making like 4 years ago this much money. Like I cannot go lower on that. Like how? Like how do you, and they want me to work like a lot, I'm like, no. And they want me to go back to the office again. No, like, I would think about it like working at home, like, but not going back to the office for this much money, and then
Mm-hmm.
um they want like 7 years of experience and pay like nothing, like I'm like,
Yeah.
what is going on right now? Or another situation is that I've been going through some interviews and, like first, second, third round and final round, that's it. I never heard back from recruiter or hiring manager. Like
Oh,
this is another part, like, and they've been doing like to everybody. This is what I've heard. Like my friend, like, who left Amazon, she's going through interview process too. And she's like, it's just like they never call you back.
okay.
People like recruiter or hiring manager do not have like I'm sorry, like to say both, like, you know, to call you back and say like, hey, sorry, like we decided to move with different candidate, you know, like you're a great person, like thank you for your time, but we decided to move with someone else. Like they cannot do that. Okay, send the email, say we decided to move with different candidates. Like why? I
Just
just like,
nothing. Yeah, just silence. Yeah.
and I will send them email, you know, like I try to reach out to them, nothing. They just like literally ghosted out. I'm like, wow, just like wow.
Yeah. So, and like before, they at least like stay in touch with you and gave you feedback,
Like
right? Like,
the process, like interview process, they're like, hey, we want to like interview you as soon as possible. Let's do it. Like, you know, I have to make myself available, right? Like one
mm-hmm,
time my phone call was like at 8 in the morning. I'm like, 8 in the morning, like, you know, who does the interview at 8 in the morning? Because I want to like, you know, they want me to interview as soon as possible,
mm-hmm,
accommodate interviewer hours. I'm like, okay, we can do that. But then like they just like literally ghosted out, you know, like I'm like, that's not okay. Like
mm-hmm.
literally is not okay. It makes me like really mad and like makes me to go like, I don't know, find them on LinkedIn and send them email and say like, hey, be like honest with other candidates, like, you know, with
Yeah.
everybody, honest with yourself and honest with people, you
Yeah.
know, and respect their
Be
time.
a human, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
be
know,
a
like
human.
respect their time and appreciate that they interview with your company.
And
Seriously.
that's weird because they're recruiters. So today they're employed, tomorrow they're like in the same boat. They're unemployed and they have to understand how to be like just I don't know, friendly, polite, and so why do you think that happened? Like with recruiters, like who's employed?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think like now it's like so many people like on a market and they just kind of like thinking, oh, like I don't want to like talk to a junior like, you know, level person. Let me like talk to someone who has like more experience and we can pay them less money. They will take it eventually because, you know, like the market is going down, like, you know, economy is going down, like people getting laid off, they need a job. So they
Mm-hmm.
will take
Mm-hmm.
like they offer, you know, but
Yeah,
I
interesting.
have no idea. Just like, you know, maybe it's in general, like, you know, people are doing it. Like, I don't know. It's just like I've never done it before, you know, like I always stay in touch with my candidates, you know, like telling them, like, even though it's a bad news, I still
Mm,
gonna deliver to them, you know,
right.
like,
Yeah.
hey, I really appreciate for your time, you know, like because they invest their time. It
Yeah,
is time,
absolutely.
like, you know, time consuming. Like you do like spend like quite like amount of time to prepare for the interview, you know, like with interviewers, and then like you still need to tell them like a feedback, even though you cannot provide a feedback, but you still need to like tell them something,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's super evil like to disappear and ghost after like several rounds of interview. I understand after like sending a resume or maybe like screening, okay, like you spend like 15 minutes on that, but after several rounds of interview, after you spend like 3 hours like talking, like preparing, doing like all that stuff, and you just like abandoned. Yeah, it's really it's horrible. It's horrible feelings, and I absolutely like feel you, understand you. So how many interviews per week approximately do you have right now?
per week. Since December I had only like 4 interviews.
4 interviews for like 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Oh
So
gosh.
I it just like, you know, you apply for any job, like let's say 100, you can like, I even like, I start applying it because there's no point to apply right now because I feel like I just wasting my time,
Time, yeah.
you know, like applying, submitting the application. Okay, when it's like one click apply, you know, like, but there are some applications that it's like require you to put like lots of information, you know, like I have to like spend at least like 10-15 minutes on those applications.
I
And then
agree.
like what I received back, like, oh, sorry, we decided to move forward with different candidate. You
Or
even
just silence, yeah?
yeah, just like this, you know, like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, bye.
Yeah, you just waste your time. Yeah, right now. That's I actually feel like the same. Yeah, you need to sign up for the every company has their own site. You need to sign up there, fill out all the information, apply your resume, fill out your job experience, work experience, previous like, and all that volunteering information about your, I don't know, gender, everything else, and like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing.
So now like I'm exploring like, I'm not like tied to Austin location. I'm looking like Houston, Dallas, like way,
Mm-hmm.
but again, like I talk to them like, I'm like, hey, how much you pay, like in the pay rate, it doesn't work for me. Like, I'm like, no, like, I know
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna move to
price.
the city.
Yeah, yeah. The payment dropped significantly for each position, not only for recruiters, for product managers as well. I've never seen such a low payment. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
for example, the latest I received that was like a $40 per hour for a contract position. 40? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I can Uber like offer me like as an Uber driver offer me $30 per hour. Yeah. And yeah, you're looking for a product manager for $40. Or just like any promotion. I checked like promotion jobs, like when you promote some like alcohol, for example, they also pay $30 per hour. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So and like product manager for $40. Great. Yeah, with 10 years of experience, like a great achievement, like a education, I don't know, master's degree, like
Yeah.
everything else. Yeah. So yeah, that's super weird time. I agree. So do you think to change like even job, I don't know, like are you considering to switch from recruitment to something else?
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to whatever, like, at this point, I'm trying to connect with my friends, like ask people around if they have a new job, like, market has been really tough. I don't think so. The recruiting role, it's like the best role right
Right
now.
now, yeah.
HR, it's been really tough on that too, like hard, Um, so I mean I'm looking for to explore like any open roles, but again, like I'm not gonna go like on, I don't know, like 50,000 like a year, like no, we live in Austin, like what are you talking about? Like, we don't
Mm-hmm.
live in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere, like so I just like I can't take this lower payment, like, lower
Mm-hmm.
rates. So I mean I'm
Yeah,
just
but not not if it's not Austin's, like are you willing to relocate to other states or cities, or you want to stay in Austin?
That's really hard because I moved from Seattle, Washington, right? Like I used to live there for 8 years and I moved to Texas. The reason number one because of the weather. Like I love hot
Hot weather.
weather, like and Seattle has been like raining a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
even though if I get a good gig like in Seattle, I don't know, like it will
Mm-hmm.
be hard time for me to accept that offer, But if I have to, I will. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any other option. I would prefer probably maybe stay like in Texas, Florida, but again, like depends like from the pay,
Yeah.
like
Offer. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I agree.
but definitely not the cold cities.
Yeah. So okay. So maybe like we should wrap up. So like when do you think that will end? So like it's still like it will end. Yeah, definitely. Like but and the market will go up again, and the company will start hiring again. Yeah, like so. Do you have any prediction on that?
I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know. And like, so email Amazon sent the email yesterday, right? That they're going to lay off like another 8,000, 9,000 people
Mm-hmm.
that will be applied for AWS, PTX, and they say Twitch and something else. So there is another org, I forgot. And they say it's gonna happen for the next like 2 weeks. So
Yeah, there are more people will be
yeah,
on the
they just
market.
like,
Yeah,
yesterday like send the email, but they don't
yeah.
know when it's gonna happen. So I don't know, like really, I don't know. Like yesterday when I received, like someone sent me that email, like, and I'm like, I got so pissed off, and I'm like, I'm gonna like cancel my Amazon membership. Like,
Yeah, let's boycott that. Yeah, it's like go on strike. Yeah,
like they increased the like annual,
monthly.
annual payment, like, and I'm like, that's way too expensive. Yes, we got used to it, like 2 days shipping, like 2 days delivery stuff, like whatever we can buy, or like sometimes even like same day delivery. But at the same time, like, you don't care about your own employees, like you don't care about like other people. Why do I have to care about you? Like, why do I have to spend money with you, like, make you like profit when you don't care about like other people, so
Hmm.
it's like my thoughts, like I might gonna like just cancel my membership, like
Yeah,
it's like over. But with the market like going down, I have no idea, Anya. Like, it just, I'm just hoping that recession is not coming, however it sounds like it is coming. And really, like, scary part is that, like, how many people are losing their job, how many people will not be able to pay for rent, like, how many people will not be able to do a lot of stuff, like, like if you look at the news, like the debts for the credit cards are so high. They say like they've never been like so
mm,
high, like, yes, because people got laid off, they don't have money to pay, like,
yeah.
what do you expect? And America, all the America lives like out of credit cards, like.
That's true. That's true. And yeah, talking about currently like officially like 300,000 tech employees, but unofficially it's even more. Yeah.
Mhm.
For example, I was a contractor at Apple. I was laid off. I wasn't a part of like Apple didn't lay off anyone. They just terminated all their contractors. I don't know like how many, like 100,000. Yeah, I don't know how many contractors did they have, but it's unofficial. Okay, it's not laid off. It's like termination of the contract. So we
Yeah.
are not part of this huge number. So I think unofficially it's even like double more. Yeah, two times more. I don't know, like 600,000, like how many? Like it's gonna be like millions soon, right? And official, yeah. So that's a crazy situation. I don't know when and how official, yeah. So digest all those unemployed employees, like especially, yeah. So just like recruiters, yeah, because the majority of those people are recruiters. So what?
So I don't know, like one of the person like from Amazon who left, I just talked to her. She said like she just got an offer, like after like 3.5 months, like, but she say like their rate it's like significantly low,
Become lower, yeah.
close to like what Amazon paid. And she's like at this point I'm just accepting because she's
She
like,
needs money, yeah. She
she needs
needs.
money, she's like, I cannot stay like jobless, like. And
Uh-huh.
her husband got really mad because he told her like you shouldn't be taking like offer from Amazon, like you shouldn't be starting job at Amazon. I'm like, you never know, like, I mean, I started working at Amazon during the pandemic, like, and everything was fine except like until
Mm-hmm.
now, like last year. So just like
Yeah.
some stuff we cannot predict. uh,
Yeah. I agree.
I don't know. It just like
So
I
yeah.
like hoping, like that everybody like who got laid off will be able to find a job soon, like, and we can go back, like to our normal life and be happy, like this like most important part.
And I think this won't happen this year. I bet it will take like a year, maybe more, like 2 years. I don't know, like, but not this year. That's my feelings about this situation. The market will be shitty like now for a while, for this year at least. So we need to tighten our belt and like really think, maybe change our strategy, think about like lower payment, like as a survival job or something, at least for now, and like wait until the market is back. Because yeah, as I mentioned before, I bet it will end like sooner or later, like, but it will end. So currently we need to
Yeah.
survive. So yeah, and for our viewers and listeners, if you have any suggestions for Victoria or maybe any job, like please leave a comment. And I also leave Victoria's contact information in the description to this video. Thank you, Victoria, for your courage and openness. And I wish you will find your dream job soon and will do what you love. And yeah, we are currently going through the historical moments, something that hasn't happened in the US for many years. And I personally haven't experienced anything like that in my life. So, but I'm confident that everything will be all right, and every crisis is an opportunity. And in a year, we will record another video with Victoria about how this recession changed our lives for better, definitely. Maybe you, Victoria, will be living somewhere in, I don't know, Florida, and I will be living in Latin America, recording my videos instead of doing product management work, and you will be doing something else. So we'll see. That's interesting change and interesting opportunity for all of us. So if you like this video, please click a like button and share this video with your friends. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that before. And yeah, definitely donate on the Patreon, PayPal, Venmo, whatever you want. Links are in the video description. Thank you so much again, and good luck to you and like to everyone. And bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.